In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the big updates from Zen Studios on the last episode of Pinball Bites, as we are getting Tomb Raider Pinball, which we already kind of knew about thanks to AtGames, as well as a massive update for Pinball FX VR, which has taken the world by storm. We're getting some of the very best Williams tables coming to that in the very near future. On top of that, we do have a small update from AtGames regarding Zen Studios as well. It looks like the games from May be delayed, and I've got some thoughts on why that might be. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Michael B. And in today's video, of course, we're going to talk about Pinball Bites, all the huge updates for Zen Studios, of course, the massive update for the Williams games coming to Pinball FX VR, and then we do have to share a little news about AtGames. They are basically delaying their Zen Studios games that were scheduled to come out in May, and if you're like me, those are the games we really get excited for and look forward to, so it's kind of a bummer, but I've got some ideas on why that is. I apologize, I know this news is late, but with this weekend being Mother's Day, I was kind of delayed, and I ended up getting really sick, so I'm a little delayed in bringing this news to you. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the video. Guys, I always appreciate your support. If this is your first time to the channel and you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notification, all that YouTube jazz. So this past Thursday, we had the latest episode of Pinball Bites coming from Zen Studios. Zen Studios, again, leading the curve on how to deliver news and information, in my opinion, to their fan base with this excellent show, as well as the way they deal out the press-related media on their website. Definitely one of the most, content creator friendly and also fan base friendly companies out there. So good job on that. Anyways, we got a ton of news about Pinball FX VR, of course, finally revealing the Tomb Raider Pinball, which AtGames kind of leaked a little bit earlier this year. And of course, they also gave us an update on what the next Williams table could possibly be. So, of course, first up is the new games coming to Pinball FX, and that is Tomb Raider Pinball. This, of course, was leaked earlier in the year by AtGames when they put out their yearly Zen Studios release schedule. Accidentally, this came out, kind of ruined the reveal for everybody, but we knew it was coming. Now it's officially released. This is super video gamey pinball, so for fans of that, you've got a new game coming. But for me personally, this is a theme that I have a lot of nostalgia for, going back to my original PlayStation days, so I'm excited to check it out. It looks fun, and the big thing about it, it's getting a global release on all Zen Studios platforms day one, so that means it's coming to AtGames, Pinball FX VR, and Pinball FX all on the same day, it looks like. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty excited for Tomb Raider. It looks like a fun game. Again, I'm more lean to the Williams games. That's really what I come to the dance for. But at the same time, this does look pretty cool, and it's a theme I have a lot of nostalgia for. This was leaked by AtGames earlier in the year, which a lot of people speculate caused the whole delay with AtGames and how they announced their Zen Studios games now basically delayed until a couple days before the update. I don't know, but I think this piece of news, Tomb Raider Pinball, will come into play with something we're going to cover later in the video. So now I want to talk a little bit about the update for Pinball FX VR, and honestly, Pinball FX VR has kind of taken the whole pinball world by storm. I don't think anybody expected it to be as good as it is, but it is absolutely fantastic, and it's getting even better with 9 classic Williams games being released for the platform on May 15th, including some of my absolute favorites like Medieval Madness and Attack from Mars, which, in my opinion, are the 2 most necessary pinball games for any platform. Then on top of that, we're also getting a new favorite of mine, Theater of Magic. Essentially, we're getting Williams Pinball Pack 1, 2, and 3, which is great because the Williams or the Zen Studios Pinball FX VR offerings have been kind of one and done in the past. Now we're already getting an update so early into the process. This is fantastic news for Pinball FX VR fans. Now the last piece of news coming out of Pinball Bites, they gave us a tease on what the next Williams game they were going to be working on for Pinball FX was. They basically told us, kind of similar to the real life data they used to help us with the games last time, they told us the game is produced before 1990 and there was more than 3,001 units produced. Now, if you want to be a super sleuth and go check out what this machine could possibly be, Pinside is a great utility. Type in Williams games. You can get a list of all the Williams games that were actually made. And going down the list, you'll see one game right there that a lot of people were super excited about, wanted to be with the last set of Williams games released for Pinball FX, and that is Bad Cats, released in 1989. So it would be before basically the 1990 characteristic. It meets that, but unfortunately, there's only 2,500 units produced, which means it isn't the game we're looking for. Now, Police Force is definitely one that it could be, released in 1989. It's a sizable game, 4,751. You can go through the list, identify which ones meet the criteria and which ones haven't already been released for Pinball FX, and decide for yourself. Me personally, I don't really have any skin in the game on this one. I just hope it's really good. Now, guys, moving over to AtGames, we actually have a little bit of less than exciting news, as AtGames have told us that their calendar, which previously showed 2 Zen Studios games coming to the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K in May, will be slightly delayed while they work a couple things out. So the official message is the next wave of Zen Studios pinball tables, originally planned for May, will be slightly delayed until further notice. We truly appreciate your patience and understanding as we work behind the scenes to ensure the best possible experience. Stay tuned, more updates coming soon. So the question is why this is happening now, and there's a couple reasons why I think this could be possible. The first up is they just need more time to work on it, and that could be just because sometimes this stuff happens with AtGames. We've seen this with the Killer Instinct and Battletoad packs. We've seen it with Black Belt Deluxe. Sometimes they just need more time for fine-tuning, and you've got to consider all the projects everybody else is working on. I mean, for example, AtGames is currently releasing, I think it's like 3 or 4 Zaccaria Deluxe tables this month, so they might be a little overloaded. Same with Zen Studios, with them going full tilt with Pinball FX VR and releasing 9 new tables. Maybe their resources are a little tied up at this time. Now, another possible reason could be the pricing increases that AtGames announced for their digital pinball games for the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. There were rumors out there that the Zen Studios games we're going to see significant price increases. So maybe we're in a period right now where AtGames is trying to fine-tune exactly what that price is going to be. Maybe they're in the middle of negotiations with Zen Studios on what the return for the games will be. Like, we don't know. Maybe they're in the middle of contract negotiations with Zen Studios. Maybe their original targets for Zen Studios' return on investment didn't yield the results they anticipated, so that's why they're going to raise the price. Who knows? But it's a possibility. This is one of the reasons that the Zen Studios games have been delayed. Now, last but not least, we'll bring this video full circle because we'll go back to Tomb Raider Pinball. And one of the reasons these other Zen Studios games might be delayed is because Zen just dropped Tomb Raider and did announce that it was going to launch globally across all platforms all at the same time, including the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. So there's a possibility AtGames may not have known this and may have to slow down everything they're doing on the Zen side to accommodate this global release. So that is yet another possibility. I didn't think of this originally. I'm glad I had extra time this week to add this to the list of potential reasons. So anyways, guys, that's my news update for today. I, of course, am super excited the news coming out of Pinball Bites, specifically about the Pinball FX news. I have absolutely fallen in love with Pinball FX VR. What an amazing platform. What an amazing way to play pinball and get that depth you normally wouldn't get from playing digital or virtual pinball. I'm loving it, and I'm so excited to see some of my all-time favorite games coming to the platform, and I'm even more excited to see updates coming so soon based on previous Zen Studios VR attempts. Then on top of that, a little bit of bad news with AtGames, of course, with the Zen Studios packs being delayed. I will not tell a lie here. That's what I look most forward to. I think a lot of the community look most forward to as well, adding new Zen Studios games to the pinball machine, especially at the prices they were charging, which were very reasonable. Hopefully the price updates won't be super expensive, and hopefully we won't have to wait too long to get more Zen Studios releases on the machine. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the Pinball FX news coming out of Pinball Bites? What do you think of the AtGames delay for the Zen Studios games? And if there is a price increase for the Zen Studios games, how will it affect your purchasing decisions? Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time.